My friend asked, how do you keep the Shabbat? What do you do? So what I did is I lit the candles. You light the candles, I'll show you here. Light the candles, and then you say the blessing. It's Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Blessed are you, O Lord, ruler of the universe, who sanctified us by your commandments, and commanded us to be a light to the nations, and gave Yeshua, our Mashiach, the light of the world. And then you can use a piece of bread, set it apart, and then you say the blessing over the bread. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lekhu min haaretz. And you eat and take a piece of the bread, and then you're the wine. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei Pri Gafen. Now, what's really neat, this is a very traditional, ancient song that was sung, and it talks about the bride as the Shabbat. So I've got 3 versions for those that, have a little bit of a different flair. So Shabbat's for everybody. So we're going to do the traditional first, and I'll talk about what the English transliteration is, or English translation is. DODI, Liqrat Shabbat, neqabelah. DODI, Liqrat Shabbat, neqabelah. DODI, kallah, Shabbat. Another version. Let's go up, my beloved, to meet the bride, and let us welcome the presence of Shabbat. hishmiฺanu Adonai Lekhah Shamor eḥad Hashem DODI Liqrat kallah Shabbat kallah DODI. Now here's a little version on the salsa. And it says, to greet Shabbat, let's travel, for she is the wellspring of blessing from the start, from the ancient time she was chosen, last made, first plan, sanctuary of the king, royal city. Arise, leave from the midst of the turmoil. Long enough have you sat in the valley of tears, and he will take great pity upon you compassionately. Shake yourself free, rise from the dust. Dress in your garments of splendor, my people. And then it says, I mean, how amazing is this? Your light has come, rise up and shine. Awake and utter a song, for the glory of the Lord is revealed upon you. Do not be embarrassed, do not be ashamed. Why be downcast, why groan? All my afflicted people, you will find refuge within you, and the city shall be rebuilt on her hill. Your despoilers will become your spoil. Far away shall be any who would devour you. Your God will rejoice concerning you, as a groom rejoices over a bride. To your right and to your left you will burst forth, and the Lord will you revere by the hand of a child of Perez. We will rejoice and sing happily. Come in peace, crown of her husband, both in happiness and in jubilation. Amidst the faithful of a treasured nation, come, O bride, come, O bride. And then the verse 9, come in peace, crown of her husband, both in happiness and song and in jubilation, amidst the faithful of a treasured nation, come, O bride, Shabbat, queen. Now do you understand why it says, don't let any man take your crown? And it says, show forth the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And then I had a dream, and I thought this was just for my husband, but apparently it's not. And I had a dream that I was holding hands, and I led him in front of a beautiful stage, and there was musicians on it, and Yeshua was getting ready to take center stage, and he had a guitar, and he came over and he kissed my husband on the forehead, and he, the rock star, had a guitar in his hand. In the musician world, a guitar, like an electric guitar, is also known as an axe. So I wanted to put this out here. It's a call. Many are called, few choose. Choose an action towards, returning to him, and he will return to you. Blessings. Now I had a dream that I had an acreage of a field of harvest that I was working, and it was a 33-acre field, and I was like, Abba, I don't understand. He said 33 videos. So I harvested my field, and been working on that, and I wanted to, speaking of harvest, honor my husband. He got his first first buck, and so he's processing that. And when we went deer hunting together, he had told me, he came over and he smelled me, and he said, you smell nice. He goes, you have perfume on? I said, no. He goes, well, you can't smell nice. You need to smell like dirt, because the deer can smell you. I just thought that was funny, and kind of, when we got to go in the tree stand, and how interesting. It was really great time. So when the next Shabbat, if you're going by the Creator's calendar, it would be this Wednesday morning. So of course I did both. I did it on Friday just to be sure, and then I tried it and practiced it, because I am not a morning person at all. And when I lit the candles, I was like, okay, try to remember in that song, get out of bed, stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come alive. I'm not a morning person. But after I lit the candles in the morning, I started giggling. And I couldn't believe the difference. It was a little bit different. So I'm gonna do this one Wednesday, which would be, oh my goodness, this is really, that would be the 8th day gathering. So I wanted to try this and put this out here for my friend, how to usher in Shabbat. And whenever this is being shown, so you could do this on, whenever the Shabbat is on the creation calendar, or on Friday evening or Friday morning, I guess, however you look at that. Shabbat Shalom.